FC Basel 1, Manchester United 0. Whoa, did not see that one coming, did we? This is the Real Web Review. I'm Adam. Welcome to the video, guys. Welcome to this review of last night's game. Like I said, a game of two halves, really. That total dominance in the first half. Should have been 4 or 5-0 up. I think Fellaini should have had a couple. Lukaku, Martial, off any one of us. Any one of the players, we hit the woodwork twice, and then went in at half time and completely different game in the second half. It's like the off button just went onto nearly every single player. We just couldn't keep the ball, couldn't penetrate, couldn't get out from defence, couldn't string 2 or 3 passes together, and it just seemed to go from complete and utter walk in the park football to not knowing what to do in the second half. Complete switch off and being completely complacent on nearly every single player's part in that second half. So going through the team, good points really from the game last night. Martial looked sharp in the first half. I was a bit disappointed when he came off, to be honest. If anything, maybe Lukaku should have been brought off, but Mourinho likes Lukaku to stay on. I don't think he's come off once this season. It's just the way he works. He probably thinks if a chance comes at the end of the game, Lukaku probably would put it away. Martial maybe not, I don't know. But Martial was penetrating and causing all sorts of problems. Him and Pogba in the first half in particular were just tearing Basel apart. And it just looked like we could just go through that defence at will with no issue at all. Rojo coming back, a definite plus point. Definite plus points. Was probably one of our best players last night. Definitely the best defender last night. Smalling at the back with him worked quite well. Not an issue in the middle. The main problem was the wings, and oh my God, Daley Blind and Matteo Darmian, I thought both had really bad games last night. I'm all for these nothing games, which it was last night, for fringe players coming in and trying to stake a claim to get in this squad, but last night they did themselves no favours at all. Darmian passing, shocking. Positional sense, everything seemed to come down Darmian's down that left hand side for Basel, coming up against Darmian, and it was no surprise that cross in the end came from Darmian's side down the left, straight across, and then Daley Blind asleep at the back post. Kind of summed up both of their games last night. Pretty poor, I must say. I don't see them really. It's hard to, I don't like to say they're not United players, but on the evidence last night, a simple game where Basel, pretty poor outfit. It should have been straightforward defensively last night. I actually thought it was just going to be a sneaky 1-0 or something for United, but to come unstuck like they did last night and look so inept kind of doesn't look good for them, and I can't see them being mainstays in this United team. I really can't. I think Blind put a few good crosses in for corners, and that was their whole contribution between the two of them going forward. They offer nothing going forward, and last night they was poor at the back also. So Lukaku, I heard a few people on social media last night getting on Lukaku's back again. He didn't have the best games again. Maybe if they took that chance in the first half it would have been different again, but he has turned up this season. He's having a dry spell at the moment, but I mean, I've got to give the guy a chance. He is quality on his game, and he's just having an off spell at the moment. Whereas players like Darmian and Blind are getting, they've had time to adapt to United now, and it just doesn't seem to be clicking in. A few players I'm finding that with. Lingard again just seems to be playing his part in the first half, contributing to the other players playing well. Didn't really offer much in an attacking sense, and then was the right decision to bring him off for Rashford. Again, then no, Mourinho has this issue about playing all the forwards at once. To be honest, last night at times in that second half we did have gaping gaps in our midfield, with us trying to press forward all as a unit, and then just didn't get it right, and then they just found space everywhere in that second half attacking us. It's like we forgot how to be solid in that second half, just control the game. We lost control of it completely just by giving the ball away needlessly. So, all in all, Zlatan came on again, had a chance, could have easily put that header away in the last few minutes and that would have been 1-1. Probably wouldn't have been talking like this. To be honest, I'm not really bothered about the result. I said beforehand it's a nothing game because there's no chance we're going to lose that game to CSKA Moscow. We were another poor outfit at Old Trafford in a couple of weeks. Qualification pretty much nailed on already. So it was a good chance to see which players could turn up and stake a claim. A few let themselves down last night, like I said. But what is it? We have to lose 7-0 if we're going to not qualify for the next stage. So qualification is done. It's not worth having a complete social media meltdown over it like a lot of people are. Weekend comes and we beat Brighton, that game will be forgotten. We'll beat CSKA Moscow, last 16 in the bag, Champions League, put away for a few months and it won't seem as bad. You don't really want to be hitting your straps form-wise in October, November. To be honest, I'd rather us just be still in all the competitions this time of year and then start really hitting top form around March and April time. That would be the ideal situation. I mean, come on guys, we're in every single competition. We're a bit out on the league at the moment, but we're the closest team to Manchester City. We're not out of that. We're in all the cup competitions still, and people are going on social media having a complete meltdown over a nothing game when we had a lapse in the second half. It could have been 4-0 at half time and you would have all been raving. Just calm down a little bit, eh? It's still November, just going to the Christmas period now. Yeah, a few bad performances last night, but we've still got other players to come in. It's good that these sort of games happen because then we can actually see who is up and who has got the quality to handle these sorts of nights. Because come February, March, when the Champions League really kicks in, you're not going to see that defensive lineup at United. Hopefully we're going to have full strength. I'm looking forward to seeing Rojo play with Bailly. And then, is Luke Shaw going to come in? I don't think he is. Just, it's not happening for that guy. That was a game for me last night for Luke Shaw to come in. So your back line pretty much is going to be, the best one for me would be, or what I want to see is Rojo Bailly in the middle, Valencia on the right. Is Ashley Young the right option for us on the left? And again, I would have liked to have seen Shaw come in and have a go, but it just doesn't look like that's going to happen at all. Maybe you might see Shaw against Bristol City, that's a chance. If he doesn't show or if he doesn't play in that game, pretty much curtains I think for Luke Shaw. It's writings on the wall because that's the only game left I can see now we can afford to really put him in and give him a go. So looking forward now. Brighton at weekend, pretty certain we'll be back on track against Brighton, get a win in the league, and then it's December, big fixtures coming forward, and Christmas period, you know what it's like with other teams starting to fall away, injuries coming in. Hopefully our squad size will see us through and take a bit of an advantage through the Christmas break. So that's pretty much it for last night's game, guys. Like I said, don't stress too much. It's already in the bag. Don't listen to what Gary Lineker and them idiots are all saying on the panel, apart from Rio obviously. We completely battered them in the first half and it should have been 5-0. Just wasn't happening last night. Move on. Next game, hopefully we can start taking them chances at weekend where it really matters. And that is it, guys. I will see you guys soon. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys at weekend. Bye bye.